Yes, don't forget to check out doggydiamondsnofilter.com. Log on after this show. Log on after the show. Scroll through the site. Browse through. You might see something that you never saw before. You can pick your favorite iPod, your favorite podcast streaming platform and listen to it right there. Everything is on the site. Going to be blogs on there daily. If you know how to write blogs and you want to add blogs to my site, let me know. Hit me up. Also, for only $100, I promote whatever you need on my social media. I promote your content on Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, Threads, and doggydiamondsnofilter.com. Hit me up on Instagram at doggydiamonds for your promo. Let's get to this. It's Friday. I'm happy. I got this new desktop sitting over there. Oh man, I should show y'all all the parts too. I think I'm gonna do that tonight at the end. I'll show y'all everything I got. I'll show y'all. I forgot to post it on Instagram too. So I'm hyped that I got a super duper machine. So this is the last show with this setup. And then I gotta make the transition. So I'm gonna be up all night changing files and doing all that stuff to make everything better. How's everybody feeling tonight? Shout out to the playback gang. That's what I'm gonna call y'all, the playback gang. The playback gang. All the people who's watching it on the playback. Shout out to the playback gang. You know? Alright, I'm here. Alright, stop the music. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggie Diamonds. If this is your first time here, I am Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. As I go around the street and I meet various people, and they be like, what is your name? Women tend to ask me, what is your real name? Like, I'm going to give you my real name. I don't know you like that. My name is Doggie Diamonds, all right? Talking about what is with you ladies asking, what's the name your mother gave you? You don't know my damn mama? What you asking all that for? And your name be like, Too Sweet Caramel on Instagram and all that. We don't need to know each other's real name like that. We don't go together. Shout out to everybody in the chat, the Up and Smoke podcast. Shout out to you. We don't know each other. What you asking for my real name for? That man. Every time I meet a lady, I be like, yo, they be like, what's your name? My name is Doggie Diamonds. I ain't calling you that. You what? You not calling me, so you're not going to call me my name. I didn't say my name was shithead or what are we doing? Why are we dropping frames? Come on, man. You got to do better. I didn't say my name is I wasn't disrespectful. What you want to know my name? We don't need to know my name. My name is Doggie Diamonds, all right? That's it. That's all you need to know for now. If we go any further, we get to know each other, get in like with each other, then you can know my real name. Other than that, you don't need to know my real name. You know, you want to know my real name, but your baby daddy name be Silky or somebody. You know what I'm saying? You call him his name, his street name, but you want to know my real name. Anyway, it ain't happening. But I came here tonight. I wanted to talk about something that I've been seeing on the internet, and that was Blue Ivy dancing with her mother. I think that's real dope, man. Like, reason why I think it's dope is this. You have a situation where this young lady, Blue Ivy, she's a young teen now, and she faced adversity since birth. I mean, many different things. Just think about this. Imagine being born to famous parents, a famous woman, and let's take Jay Z and Beyonce out of the equation. How we feel about them personally, the things they've done. Let's just take them out of the equation really quick, because we ain't gonna cap like they ain't never did shit that they ain't had no business doing, and we've been critical of them. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about how this young lady turned out, and she's dealt with a lot of adversity early on. She was told as a baby by the critic. Now imagine how she could have taken the internet bullying that she faced as a baby. Like, people was calling her ugly, saying she looked like Drake, taking memes and putting Beyonce eyes with Jay Z nose and all that. Just really, really like fucking with her. And unlike, King, who, that's T.I.'s son, we might be critical of his behavior. Unlike Boosie, some of Boosie, what Boosie did with his children, Jaden Smith, and some of these other children that did shit that we just like, what the hell, Dwayne Wade kids, it's she like, she's gonna be talented based off of her mother and her father lineage. But just think of how, she's been subject to ridicule. She ain't even do nothing wrong. Like, what has she done? We never seen in an interview. We never seen her speak. We never seen her, do anything that was just weird to us. We never seen any of that. And she gets criticized like she's been in the industry for 20 years. She gets like bullied and talked about. And this is real deep to me because she still just lives her life, and her dancing on the stage with her mother is just real dope to me. Like, I think that's dope. When your mother is gonna tour like that, she's gonna be away from you. And if you're an up and coming young lady, now imagine because no matter what you do, you're gonna be criticized. So say we seen Blue Ivy dancing somewhere, people be like, "Oh, she should be on tour with her mother. Why her mother don't got her dancing?" Because the biggest thing in this industry is how somebody not putting somebody on, how somebody not helping somebody. We're not allowed to do anything. We gotta help the world. So it's always like, "Oh, why she not with her mother? Oh, she know how to dance." Beyonce, see, that's the same thing Beyonce did to Latavia and all them others. She even doing it to her own daughter. So you be subject to criticism. But then when you got your daughter with you, people want to say, "Oh, she doing this with her daughter, that with their daughter." She's naturally going to be talented because, like, again, it's on both sides. It comes from her mother's side and her father's side. So she's going to be talented. And I just think it's dope. I like the way she's, so far so good. What we seeing from her? We haven't seen anything that was, disrespectful, or she always looked very classy. And, that little girl they was calling her ugly. Like, just really think about that. You being you being a young girl coming up and people calling you ugly because of your parents are famous. Just think how messed up that is. That can do a lot to your self-esteem. A lot of people was very, very critical and disrespectful of her hair too. Y'all remember what people were saying about her hair? Like, oh my God, they had memes about her hair. They had videos about her hair. And it take a lot to overcome that. It take a lot to do that. Again, I have been critical of King, but look at his behavior. I have been critical of Jaden Smith. Look at his behavior. Different people with their children, that was unruly. So we speak on it because we see their future could be jail. We don't see jail in her future. We don't see like teen pregnancy in her future like that. Just my 4 cents. Thank you for the donation for the independence. You said talented or developed. She's going to naturally be talented. Naturally, it's just going to be in her blood. It's just going to be in her blood. It's just nothing she can do about it. Even if she's developed into a talent, it's in her blood. Like, it's nothing she can do about it. When you come from parents, when you come from parents who's talented like that, it's gonna be in your blood. But again, she's supposed to look like her father. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to look like her father, and she was getting teased for no reason. Like, imagine if she succumbed to what they were saying about her on the internet. They were saying that was Drake's daughter. They were saying Beyonce really, remember they was even saying Beyonce never even had her. Beyonce wasn't even pregnant. That's a fake. That was a fake pregnancy. That's somebody, like all of that mean shit that people were saying. For what? I never fell into that. I never did that because it didn't make any sense, to say those things. And then now you have people that feel the way she might be dressed or whatever, because you got people sexualizing a child. It's a cold world. It's a cold world, and many people are very, very mean and vicious. And again, I never seen her do anything that warrant people to be critical of her, where she's spoken out. We never seen her curse. We never seen her, get on the camera and be disrespectful. She's already has a diva like elegance about her. Like, it's like, wow. And the reason why I'm saying this, I want y'all to understand why I'm saying this. Because we look at royalty in the Queen Elizabeth and the Prince Charles and their children, and they're revered around the world as royalty. They're revered around the world as royalty. Like they're groomed and they're raised to be royal. They're groomed and they're raised to look down on people, and they're royalty. And not saying that this little girl is royalty, but to a certain extent, she is hip hop royalty. She is R&B royalty. She's the daughter of Jay Z and Beyonce. Like, that's big shit. That's not an easy job to be thrusted into, because we seen what happened when we had Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston have a child. Look how that turned out, because unfortunately, look at the parents, So the parents was a certain way. The parents had a past of carrying themselves a certain way. So it wasn't too hard or far-fetched that the daughter would turn out a certain way, unfortunately. And now she's deceased. But even she got bullied. I remember people taking Bobby Brown nose and mouth and putting Whitney Houston eyes. And, people could be mean when you playing with people's children, and the people gotta see that shit. You know what I'm saying? The children got to see that shit. And, that's it's crazy. People made fun of her name, like everything about that little girl has been the subject of ridicule, seriously. And she's never depicted herself as anything such, but just a little young lady who spend time with her father and be with her mother, and they all together, and be with her grandmother and her aunt. And people, like, imagine, like, just think about your child. Now I think about like my niece and my nephew, and it's like, if some, imagine them. I couldn't imagine them getting bullied, like, somebody calling them ugly, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. You just call somebody kid ugly, I mean. I think your behaviors make you ugly. So when I call Prince, not Prince, what's his name? King. When I call him Fraggle Rock, that had a lot to do with his attitude and the way he was carrying himself. And he's very cocky and arrogant, very disobedient, and very, bugged the hell out. But yeah, they're doing a good job, man. And, when we look at her, when we look at Bronny, and we look at the other, besides Bronny going to the thing with a little, with a flake, But other than that, man, like, it's tough. Like, it's tough. And I got siblings who are my siblings, and just being my siblings sometimes is tough for them to deal with, because they're expected to have certain things because they're expected to be a certain way because I'm a certain way. And you had all these internet rumors that you remember the rumor that Beyonce had like a fake stomach, and that's not really her that wasn't really her baby, and the madness, man, the madness. And imagine being proud. Imagine being sitting in the audience and you see your wife and your daughter dancing on tour. Like, Michael Jackson was a child star. It was so many child stars, you know. Bow Wow came out with Snoop when he was like 6, you know. Imagine that. And I don't know. I think it's a good thing. And I don't think so far, I don't think that we could or anybody could critique the upbringing and the raising of this little girl, because I haven't seen anything that was, you know, disrespectful, demeaning, or I haven't seen it. And you know, when it's other people, you know, when it was, you know, I mean, think about it. Miley Cyrus is the achy breaky heart nigga daughter. You know what I'm saying? So when I remember when Madonna first had her daughter, she was like, "That's Madonna's daughter." You know, like it was like, I think what's her name, Lourdes or something like that. I was like, "That's Lourdes, Madonna daughter." Or, you know, look at Mick Jagger daughter. She's a actress, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, a lot of them just always got like the red carpet and always just got a lot of love. But it's like fucking fuck Blue Ivy. And it's like, what she do? Nah, cause Beyonce's a witch and Jay Z's a Illuminati. So fucking like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So you think Madonna is the achy breaky heart nigga is good? You know what I'm saying? Like we forgot, like, what the hell? Like, and the sad shit, if it was white people saying that shit, we would be screaming racism, because, you know, we pick and choose. I bet we be like, so if white people was saying, oh, they're raising Blue Ivy wrong, we'd be like, oh no, you're racist. But we black people get to say fucked up shit. Yes, Michael Jackson did hold his baby over the balcony, and the nigga name was Blanket. And let's be, in all due respect, those ain't Michael Jackson kids. You would have to show me DNA. I would have to see DNA that them kids is Michael Jackson kids, because there's no way that man, as black as he was born, as black as he was, gonna have them white kids. Come on, man. I might have been born at night, but it wasn't last night. Now, Blue Ivy looks just like Jay Z and Beyonce mixed. Seriously, she got both of their features. But, you know, nigga name's Blanket. Blanket Jackson. Like, those ain't his kids. I refuse to believe those are his kids. I just refuse to believe that. Like, I would have to see DNA, because that shit, get out of here, man. And again, look at what the oldest young girl went through, even with the Michael Jackson situation, depression, being suicidal, all types of shit, because the bullying that comes with just being a child of somebody famous. You know, was the other son named Prince? Or Prince's Blanket? I don't know. Like, I never really kept up with them, because I was like, man, they need to go on Maury. You know what I'm saying? They need to go on Maury. But, you know, we have to, when we see children being raised in a certain way, being raised the right way, you know, we got to commend that shit. Like, we can't always be critical. We can't always be having something to say and, you know, talking about how the kid look and all that, because a lot of people did good by their children, and their children went on to do what they wanted to do, and it's not even the parents' fault, you know. Shit, look at Sonny Bono and Cher. Look at they son, daughter. I don't know how to classify that. So a lot of the children just really went off the wall, you know. But just imagine, again, she faced a lot of ridicule before she was even able to use the potty. I mean, they was like, that's Drake kid. Like, sometimes I see shit from people and I be like, mental illness is real with people, because you that mad and that hateful or that angry at the person that you take it out on their kids. And that's a sickness to me, because when you could take something out on a baby because how you feel about the parents, That means you would probably, if you was around that baby by yourself, you probably pinch that baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is kind of sick to me. Like, babies be off limits to me. You know, like, okay, like, you know, I don't fuck with your father or your mother, but, you know, anyway. But you just to type that on Facebook or Twitter, and that shit is crazy. Like, you seen Jeezy baby? Jeezy baby is look like a Chinese ass Jeezy. Like, that shit fucked my like, holy shit. But I don't feel like I should talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's something to talk about. Like, he chose to lay with and have a baby with who he chose to have a baby with. Were you supposed to have a baby with Keisha Cole? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my thing. But you know, that young girl, them steps, dancing in them heels and all that shit ain't easy to do. You know what I'm saying? Young Jeezy, literally, like, right? You know what I'm saying? That shit is not easy to do, to do them dances. Shit, I can't. You know, when they start doing all this arm shit and this next, like, whoa. You know, I give me a good 2-step in, but all that other shit, nah. So why are people mad at it though? Cause that's what I'm wondering. Like, what is the anger about? Like, how you mad at a kid? Like, what the fuck did she do? Like, the disdain for the parents is so strong that you mad at the child that didn't do anything? You know, that's almost a sick celebrity worship. Hate is the same thing as, it's also a worship, you know, because for you to hate somebody, they gotta kind of live rent free in your head a little bit. Because at the same time, you can just say fuck them and just, you know, be unbothered. But I find that people don't like Beyonce and Jay Z so much that they want to attack anything affiliated with them, anything. Because I was thinking about this too. And you could, you know, when I talk about stuff, it doesn't apply to me. It applies to you too, because many of you have been in the position that I'm in. You know, we all have the same similar upbringing. You know what I'm saying? We all have the same similar thoughts from our upbringing, and we all had a crew, right? We all had a some Cecilia Jackson. God is not pleased when you put money over morals. You're not taking me to hell with you. Well, Cecilia, thank you for being here. But when you start talking about money over morals, then you got to start asking yourself, why do these pastor preachers and reverends take tithes the way they do, demand tithes, some of them, and actually shun the congregation when they're not allowed to give certain tithes. So you can't limit that to entertainers. And wherever you think hell is at, you don't know one soul who has been to hell to tell you how it was. So it's just something that you think, something that you feel, and something you can strongly believe in, and that's fine. But putting money over morals is becoming subjective now. Again, if you watch me yesterday, I said we have some down home morals that we were raised with, but some of the morals that was applied yesterday don't apply today to the masses of people. So what is morals anymore? I know what my morals is. I know what I'm not going to do, but people are doing it now. So if you're going to be mad at the world, if you're going to be mad at everybody, be mad at everybody. This is not limited to Jay Z and Beyonce. It's a lot of people doing stuff. But when it comes to the upbringing of their child, I don't see what's wrong with it. So money over morals, and, you know, y'all got to really start opening your eyes and thinking a little bit better, because I'm going to be real with you. This is going to be harsh for me to say. Some of y'all just be mad because y'all don't have no money. So you hate everybody with money. You say money over morals, but, you know, if you're not married and you don't follow the laws and statutes and the laws, statutes, and commandments of God, fuck is you. You know, fuck is you. Like, a lot of y'all be, you know, you ain't never sucked no dick in the back of the car. You ain't never got finger banged in the movies. That's immoral. You married. If you having sex out of wedlock, that's immoral. So what moral is worse than the other? You know? Some shit is just outlandish. But shit, what do they say? What did it say? Who sinned cast the first. I don't know some of that stuff. But I'm just saying, like, money over morals and all that cliche shit. Y'all gotta stop that. Just cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Just cut that shit out. Because some of y'all don't have a leg to stand on, and you're just angry because you ain't shit. just being real. Just my 4 cents. Thank you for the independence. The super chat. MJ say they're his children and he raised them from the womb. And they are his children, in my opinion. Those kids only know MJ as their father. That's cool. You know. It's cool. Salute. Yeah, I think I think Blue Ivy fuck around and be a super duper star, and she could be trained by the best, you know. Beyonce is the best in her field, and in my opinion, Jay Z is the best in his field. That was just my opinion. I don't want 500 comments saying no, because y'all be getting emotional about this shit. Y'all be having too much invested in opinions. Like, your opinion is your opinion. I'm not here to argue nobody's opinion. I don't give a fuck about nobody's opinion, but she got good teachers. Let's just say that. And shout out to Matthew Knowles too, because a lot of that teaching on the Beyonce side comes from him. He rarely gets credit because he went on to do some shit he ain't had no business doing, I guess. But I don't know what went on in that marriage. I don't know what went on in that bedroom. I don't know. But he does deserve a lot of credit for creating that that superstar monster named Beyonce. He's definitely I believe people, when they talk about being at death's door, I've been there, you see things. I mean, you could be spooky. I think we've all been at death's door before. But again, you know what lucid dreaming is. You know certain medications make you have crazy dreams, certain things in your subconscious, certain things that you experience, so anytime you say you believe, there's a difference between what you believe and what you know. Just because you believe something, that don't mean it's right and exact. That's just what you believe. That's what you believe. But I don't have to believe what you believe, nor do you have to believe what I believe. But it's certain things that's we just know. That's it. It's like asking somebody what time is it, and I say, what, do you got the time? And I say, I believe it's like 10:06. Do you know it's 10:06, or is it not? You believe it is, but is it? So I can't go off your beliefs sometimes, because your beliefs might not be accurate. Sometimes a belief is an estimation or a guess, depending on what context is in. So, again, one of our problems is that we gotta grow the fuck up, and with this mentality of just being, I understand it though. I understand it. I understand it. I understand that there's a lot of unjust shit that happened to us. There's a lot of atrocious shit that happened to us. But that shit don't got nothing to do with Jay Z and Beyonce though. Because even when people be like, yo, they pushing agendas and all that shit, not to me. They ain't pushing shit to me, because I ain't buying it. And if you let, and this, I just want to say this, if you let an entertainer raise your children, then that shit is on you. You did a poor job as a fucking parent, because nobody outside of your home should be able to dictate what goes on inside of your home. You don't let the government do it. So why the hell you letting Beyonce and Jay Z do it? So you should have that sit down with your children, because if your children are more influenced by the radio, if they're more influenced by what some people are doing on YouTube or what's going on in school than you, then that's just poor parenting on your part. You can't blame nobody for that shit. You just got to blame yourself. And if your children don't want to listen, then they going to learn the hard way. So and a lot of times they be like, they doing this, they doing that. But the same people who are mad at Jay Z and Beyonce is the same people that will look at an outfit Blue Ivy have on and sexualize her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and why are people sexualizing children anyway? Why are you thinking about any type of sexual innuendo when it comes to a child? Why are you talking about the pants she has on and anything like that? You know what I'm saying? Cecilia Jackson, respectfully, chill. Chill. Cause you just chill. just chill. I'm not gonna address you anymore. Cause I know your types. Again, a lot of individuals are angry. You fake ass churchgoers when it's convenient. You fake ass religion when you want to be, when it's convenient. Everything is at your convenience. Everything is at your convenience when you want to shit on somebody else. You got all of this holier than thou shit, but you don't live that. You don't live that. There's nobody to corroborate your story or your life. So you project. And then you say, this person this and this person is that, and knocking on death's door. What the fuck are you talking about? We ain't even talking about death. We're not even talking about death. We're talking about children and upbringing and respecting people when we see, because rarely do anybody sit on these platforms and say, good job to anybody. This is all platforms are saying, fuck this person, this person did this person did that. Rarely do we look at people and say, good job. Rarely do we look at people and say, you know what? That's dope. I appreciate that. It's all hate. That's all we know how to do is say what we displeased, what bothers us. But you see the title of this video. If I titled this video something different and it was something demeaning about Blue Ivy, I have 12,000 people in this room because people want to hear the hate. People want to hear me spew hatred or say how I feel about somebody's child. But I don't feel nothing negative about their child. For one, because he's not my child. Two, I never seen anything that was weird, odd, or that I could be critical of. So I'm not going to do that. So all that more money over morals, you sound like a broke ass bitch. Seriously. Because now you just piss me off. All this money over morals, and people always talking about money this and money ain't this. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Money enabled me to buy me a new computer so I can do my fucking job. Money enables you to live somewhere. Money enables you to be able to eat. Money enables you to take care of your family. Cut it out with that shit. Cut it out, that shit, because niggas will be talking about money ain't this and money ain't that and have their cash app up or want donations. So get out of here. Miss me with that shit. Miss me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You bring out the devil in me?
You ain't bring out the devil in me yet. Because I can start being very, very, very disrespectful. But I don't even want to be like that with you. I'm just telling you to chill.
Because you're showing mental illness. Because you could just leave. It's just that simple. If I bothered you, or if I'm bothered, if what I'm saying you're not in agreement with, you could just hit the X. I'm not into arguing with women that I don't have relations with. I don't know you. You're just a name on the screen. You know? Did you bring out the devil in me? That's how fucking weird you are. I'm sitting here talking all pleasant and nice and giving kudos, and you have to you're coming with your negativity. It's not warranted. Yeah. And I bet you, Cecilia Jackson, I bet you got a dildo under your bed. I bet you. I bet you rub off every night. And you talking about the devil. The devil's in your goddamn dildo. Fuck out of here. I don't know who y'all think y'all be playing with. I ain't the dude for that shit. Y'all better go play with somebody else. I mean all bullshit halfway. I was talking pleasant. I was being nice. I'm trying to give kudos and props to see motherfuckers raising the black family, raising the black. See, this is the problem. We want to knock everybody who doesn't raise their children right, but when we see them doing it right, we don't say good job. We will knock Dwayne Wade, Gabrielle Union. We will knock Boosie. We will knock T.I. But when we see LeBron with his high school sweetheart and their children, we turn our head like we don't see it because we'll just go right to problems. So nobody deserves a pat on their back. Nobody deserves a good job. Nobody deserves, nobody's doing a good job with their children. Everybody just fucked up. Everybody just raising little weird kids. That's what's happening. See how fucked up that is? See how messed up that is? You know, it's people doing a good job. I like when I see good mothers. I like when I see good fathers. I like that shit. I like to say, yo, as I walk around, I always see mothers and daughters together with fathers, and I like to make the father feel secure. I got me some ice cream today, and I seen a father with his baby. Man, I just thought it was dope. I'm like, ooh, somebody cranky. You know, because this is how we have to have dialogue with one another. I don't live on the internet. I just get on the internet. But I don't live on the internet. The internet does not influence my way of thinking, my thought, and how I carry myself in society. It's not internet based. So when you interact with real people and you're not some fucking hermit, when you go outside, you have to speak to people. You have to be nice to people in order to receive that. It has to be an energy that you got to walk around with. I was with my bro Tajo yesterday, and his little baby, he pronounces hello. So he only knows me from the phone. So when I see him, I say hello, and he's like, oh, that's hello. So we playing, and then he want me to pick him up, and then I can't put him down, and then his father's like, oh, it's time for you to go. And he's like, no, and he don't want me, you know. So it's energy that you gotta have in order to be liked by people. And many of you don't know that. You're so fucking miserable. Like, what's wrong with some of y'all? We had bad nights. We had bad days. We had bad moments. But some of y'all got a bad life. Like, your life is bad to where you hate every fucking thing. These platforms are not for us to always come express our displeasure. Sometimes we want to come say that we're happy to see things. We're happy to experience things. That's what life is about. Like, you're never happy? Never? Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? And then you it's bad when you're a miserable woman because you like mommy. You watch the movie Mommy Dearest. That's who the fuck you probably are. You know, you're just so mad and money over morals, and you probably go to church like 4 or 5 times a week and shit like that. I bet you your kids is miserable as shit if you got any. So we talking about how somebody can raise their child and their child could grow up to be talented, and we like it and we appreciate it and respectful. Forget the fact that she's talented. She's always came off respectfully. You know what I'm saying? We don't see her dancing. We don't see her on TikTok. We don't see none of that shit. But the money over morals and going with the devil, and like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And that, thank you for being one of the ones that I'm talking about. Thank you. Because just as I talk about a certain demographic of people, y'all show up. And there's no need for me to go further. You know what I'm saying? I had a great day today. I fucking got my computer built. I got it. You know, I got all my parts. I got top of the line parts. I can't wait to put it together. I got a new camera. You know, that shit like that make me feel like I accomplished something. You know, I feel like I did something today that I did for myself. And, you know, most people would get money and they'll do things with it. I always get money and put it back into my product because I am the product. I am the brand. I am the biggest investment. I'm Project Me. I'm Project Doggie Diamonds. So when I get a couple of dollars and I can spare it on shit, I could have went and bought some rings. I could have bought some jewelry. I could have bought some hats. I could have did all that shit. I could have, but I'm like, yo, fuck it. I want a new desktop. I want so I can work on more stuff, so I could achieve more, so I could render faster. So you understand what I'm saying? So that's what I choose to do. So when I look at people who's doing a good job, I just want to say, yo, good job, man, because that's the shit that keep me going. But if I'm always looking at sorrow and pain, what do we have to go off of? What hope do we have? Because when you see people hate on everything, it's only a matter of time before they start hating on you. So if you got hater ass friends or fake ass comrade friends and hating ass motherfuckers, it's only a matter of time before they start hating on you. And you gotta leave that shit. You gotta get away from that shit. Seriously, you have to find a way to say, yo, all right, I'm gonna go over here now. You know, because you just never know. And it is things in our society that we point out. It is things that, you know, people with a voice I speak on because people don't have the voice or the platform to speak about it. But goddamn, we can't have one good day. We can have one day where, yo, today, y'all, I had some ice cream. You know, somebody just told me they needed a couple of dollars for some food. I sent them some grub money. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel good about that shit. I got to post Niecy's GoFundMe because she still, you know, need the money for the kidney and the heart. Like I feel good about shit like that. I feel accomplished. You know, I had some ice cream today. This was some chocolate ice cream with chocolate chips and brownies in it. And this is my, you know, I left today with my computer stuff is all sitting over there. And the computer is put together, so I gotta go tonight and go through the BIOS and do these file transfer. Why we don't have no good days then. Everything is negative. And it says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. Tonight, people will probably say, not the, you know, the people who know me. Some people will probably say, man, that nigga ain't talking about shit. Sometimes you'll see people come in the chat and say, who he talking about? Who he going in on? That's what people just want that shit. And yo, I don't always have that shit for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't always have that shit. Sometimes when I'm at because I do have days where I just stay away, man. I just stay away. Am I disheartened by a lot of shit? Yes. There are a lot of things do I see bother me? Yes. But I can't live that shit every day. I can't be succumb to that. You know what I'm saying? I just told you I was with a little baby. I made him laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, when you renting, they hate, and when you happy, they hating people. Tina, thank you. You put that so eloquently, so elegant. You know, yeah, like no matter what you do, people are just mad. Like, yo, you don't got, it's fucking Friday. You know what Friday, this is how you know society is fucked up. Remember what Friday used to mean? You'd be like, yo, I'm off tomorrow. I got the weekend off, or you getting ready right now while you listening to me because you about to go out, or you might have just got your hair done early, or you might have you a little sippy sip, a little smoky smoke right now. It's Friday. Like, how the fuck you mad on a Friday? You upset on a Friday? Friday used to be like the ultimate day. Like, it's Friday. You know how many songs is dedicated to Friday? Like, that's one of my favorite shit. Johnny Kemp just got paid Friday night. Even it was a R. Kelly song. Thank God it's Friday. Like, it's so many songs about Friday night. I mean Friday. Because I was thinking about this thing. Hey, Mr. DJ, one of my favorite songs by Janae, and she was like, Friday night and the weekend's here. I'm like, yo, Friday is like a beautiful day, like, but you know, motherfuckers just be mad. Like, I was, you know, seeing this little girl dance on stage with her mother and get the cheer, like to get the cheers from like 20, 30,000 people, and you like a little 18-year-old little girl, and you with your mother, one of the most famous women in the world, and you gotta learn these steps and all that shit. That shit mean a lot. That shit mean a lot. Friday is just another day now because every day is Friday for me. But for some people, you know, oh, my credit score went up again. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Mr. DJ is a beautiful, oh my God, I love that song, man. Like I love that song. I love that group too. Yo, you know what's funny? Because I be trying sometimes to give people the antidote to conquer some of the things that ails you mentally. Sometimes we be going through some shit, and it's your responsibility now to cure you. It's nobody's responsibility. It's nobody's it's nobody's nobody cares. You know, I mean, you know, oftentimes, and let me say that. Let me rephrase that. People do care, but I think the people you want to care don't care, if that makes any sense, because you looking for the care to come from over there and it's not coming off from over there. So you might want the care to come from one person, but it's coming from 50 over here, but you'll overlook the 50 to go to the one because you want them to care. And then when the person don't care, you be like, damn, nobody cares. But so you'll just shun the 50. It's your responsibility for your happiness. Cecilia Jackson bugged the fuck out. She said these people praise the devil, and I'm keeping them from being led to hell. That's my mission. Oh my God. You want to know the live overlays? You can book a consultation with me. Hit me up on Instagram. We do not give away free game. No more. Thank you, Easy though, for supporting independence. She said these people who praising the devil, and I'm keeping them from being led to hell. That's my mission. Well, Cecilia, good luck with that shit. Holy shit. Woo. I tell you. So I guess we going to hell, y'all. I guess we're going to hell. Speaking of hell, let's get real really quick. Let's talk about hell for a minute, because that concept has been indoctrinated in us that you're going to hell if you don't, right? But you want to talk about hell? You want to talk about hell? How about hell is your mother dying when you're 2 years old? How about hell is by the time you 6, 7 years old, your father's a full-blown crackhead? How about hell is you've been in the house hungry for 4 or 5 days, hungry, scared, not knowing if your father's coming home, not knowing if you're going to go into foster home. You hear all these bad foster care stories. How about that hell? How about hell is you drinking water and putting sugar in it? How about hell is you eating mayonnaise bread? How about hell is you eating ketchup sandwich? How about hell is you taking a spoon of peanut butter and eating peanut butter? How about hell is you eating molded bread and picking off the mold? How about hell? How about hell is you didn't eat in days? How about hell is you being a scared child because you're by yourself? How about that being hell? So if there's anything worse than that, I don't know nobody who could give me the testimony on what can be worse than those things. But I can give you the testimony what I lived through, survived through, and I'm here to talk about and give you a testimony about. You give me the testimony of how you survive this hell that people are going to be led to. Because believe it or not, it's a million Doggie Diamonds. I'm not by myself. How about hell is that little kid that just got touched? How about that hell is that little kid that just got sold? How about hell is that little baby that just got murdered? How about hell is that woman that just got beat? How about hell is that child that just got beat? How about that? How about hell is somebody homeless right now outside in the blistering heat? How about hell is somebody outside and freezing cold and freezing to death, and the baby that's out there, and the baby mother's going through postpartum and she doesn't know how to deal with it, so she harms herself and her child? How about that hell? So stop talking to me about some mystical fucking place when there's people who's going through hell right here and there's no remedy for them, and you can't remedy them. All you're talking about is fucking celebrities. You're not talking about remedying actual people who don't hear Beyonce, who never heard Jay Z, and they're going through shit. How about that hell? If you cannot remedy those people, shut the fuck up, okay? Because this is not about music. It's not about entertainment. It's not about none of that shit. All that, what do they do for the black community? Tell me where the black community is at. Where does this community exist? Where did this community exist? Because I know in my community where I live, I see successful black people. I see successful people with jobs, good families, great children, nice cars, and nice houses. So where's this community that people are supposed to do something for? What do you do for your community? You're online talking shit in a chat room. What is the name of your charity? What is the name of your foundation? Hey, give us your foundation. Show us what you do, Cecilia Jackson, and we'll be sure to support you. Because you know what Doggie Diamonds does? He puts up people GoFundMe link. He puts up people Cash App, and I can show and prove to the people what they donated to and how we as a community, the Doggie Diamonds TV community, have helped people. So get the fuck out of here, please. Don't come here with that shit. And if you're going to talk all that shit, throw your dildo away too. Because I know you spank your monkey every night. Because there ain't no dude going to climb on top of you with that attitude. Or chick, because I don't even know what you into. But all this free, I'm trying to stop people from going to hell. And I'm because of music. So what was it before the music? Because Jay Z and Beyonce has only been around for some time now. Was you like that when Elvis was out? Was you like that when the Beatles was out? Do you know anything about them groups? What about Def Leppard and all this death metal? Are you doing that to them? Or is it just, only black people are going to go through hell because of Jay Z and Beyonce? But you have people who openly worship the devil in their music. You don't know nothing about that, right? You have raves. You have people popping all types of drugs, having all types of salacious, unscrupulous sex out in the open, doing shit to children, doing shit to animals, blood. You don't got no smoke for them, right? It's just us. We're going to hell. Stop it. Cut it out. Stop it. You can stop now. You're full of shit. And everybody who think like you is full of shit. And you know why you don't take on them people? Because if you take on them people, they get your ass out of here just like that. They will come knock on your door and harm you. So you scared. You scared of the real enemy. You scared of the real devils. So you pick on the low-hanging fruit. Cut it out. Chai Northside, thank you for supporting this independent movement. My hell included my biological father used to hit me in the head and balls when I was 4, when he drank, when I was a grown man escaping to Puerto Rico to avoid child abuse charges. See, this is what I'm saying. People have been through hell right here. You talking about music and how the music gonna take people to hell. What about Shy Northside's hell? How could you remedy him? How could you remedy other people who've been like that? You know how many women I speak to daily that through conversation, through getting to know them, they told me that they have been touched or shit like that. What do you have going on that can help these people, right? What do you have that can help these people? You're worried about entertainers and music. These problems predate that. So what are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Everything is perception. And it's not what you go through, because we're made to go through shit. And you know what? I'm so glad that I've been through the things I went through, because I'm able to sit here of sound mind, sane, with some help, with some therapy. But I'm able to sit here and help other people that might have gone through what I went through, or might be on the road to doing that to somebody else. It's not a criticism thing. My DM is filled with, I need to stop drinking. How could I stop? Kandaka just shared today on Twitter my video of how to be clean and sober. So where were you at, Cecilia Jackson, when I talk about shit like that? Where are you at when I'm talking to people and I'm telling them to get therapy, to do different things, and offering things without no fucking side hustle or no side deviance involved? You know what I'm saying? Where are you at? You worried about music. Music does not run shit, okay? It's some people who don't have an iPod, radio, or internet right now who are being treated like shit. It is somebody being trafficked right now. Right now as we speak. It's not a music thing. It's a society thing. So are we going to blame music for what's going on in society? Then we're in trouble. So miss me with the self-righteous shit. Miss me with all that shit is bullshit. Just continue to read your Bible, improve yourself, and hopefully you radiate so where people could look at you as well and say, I like the way she carry herself. Because when you carry yourself a certain way, when you got a certain esteem about yourself and you got a certain confidence, a little swagger in your walk, you don't got to say nothing. People just look right at you and say, damn, I like the way she carry herself. You catch more bees with honey. You do know that, right? But most of y'all want to use shit to try to catch bees. And you're so condescending and you so fucked up saying what you say that people just be put off by you. That's why many of you don't retain an audience or can't get an audience, because you're very off-putting. You're very negative all the time. You don't even fucking come and say you care or love about your audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just very angry. I get mad at shit, but I'm not mad. Anybody who speak to me personally, and I speak to many of y'all, not on the phone, but some of you I speak to on the phone, if any of my audience members DM me, I'm regular degular. But at the end of it all, how are you trying to, you sound like you want to have a cult. You sound like you want to be a cult leader. You know, if you really want to be technical, they said only 144,000 will be chosen. So that means
some of these niggas gotta die anyway.
According to your books. Fuck you. Hey. Natural selection. Like, what are we talking about? These individuals can't influence me to do shit. But sometimes you need bad in order to know what good is. You do know that, right? When you see people going this way and they're turning out like that, you say, well, that ain't what I'm going to do. DJ C Swift, what's going on? That's not what I'm going to do. I ain't wearing no dresses. I ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? But you see how we could go from wanting to show love to people that hate will just always, they'll succumb to it. That's why, look, that's why so many people got like premature aging. These niggas got ED. These women going through menopause at like 33. You know, like, y'all fucked up because you just fucked up. Just fucked up. You just mad. You know what I'm saying? You just mad. Like, if this young girl did some shit that didn't make no sense, then I will be like, yo, nah, that's crazy. But by any means, in a few years, she's a grown-up. How old is Blue Ivy, if y'all could tell me in the audience? How old is she? How old is she? If anybody could tell me in the audience, because I don't know offhand. How old is she? Audience? I'm waiting. Do, 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 do. She ain't no damn 12. She 12? I thought she was older than that. 11? But see, now look. Now check this out, right? Imagine being 12 and you on stage with your mama dancing, right? Look up Drew Barrymore. We could end it right there. Look up Drew Barrymore. Look where she was at and what she was doing by the time she was 11. Remember Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, River Phoenix. Just look up these children in Hollywood, what happened to them, and how they turned out. So if you see somebody being coddled by their mother and their father is there, their mother is there, and they just on stage dancing, why are you fucking mad? What makes you mad about that? You know, if your kid got 2 left feet, they probably got that shit from you. You know? I don't know how old she is. Oh, 20. So that would make her 12. No, 11. Shit, she'll be 11 years old. You know? Shit, even Lil Wayne kids, we don't see nothing crazy about his kid. Like, it's a lot of people where we don't see nothing crazy about their children, you know? And remember, this is Hollywood. But we be quick to attack people's children. Like, because that's the shit with I don't understand black people sometimes. Black people look at somebody, I always want to say who the fuck somebody look like. They look like, the fuck you look like? You don't got no mirrors? Motherfuckers be calling people old. And I be like, how you saying somebody look old? You don't got one mirror in the house. You ain't even got one of them little pocket joints? You think you look like a spring chicken? You think you discovered the fountain of youth? Somebody look old, or somebody look like this, or somebody like, I'm like, yo, man, you don't got no mirrors? You don't look at yourself or something like that? God damn, you look like fucking Mum Raw without his raps. And always talking about how somebody look. You look just like Mum Raw, the ever living, without his raps on. Yeah, Lil Wayne and Lil Wayne had a crazy life, but see, again, where he's from, New Orleans, it is not really great there. Look up Mum Raw. But Lil Wayne, you know, some people were forced to do certain things because that's how he was going to feed his family, you know. But yeah, I got to get to work. But I want to show y'all some stuff really quick. All my computer heads that know what's going on in the tech world. I'll be right back. I want to show y'all. Some people did give me a lot. Most of the money came from me, but I did get like $130 in donations toward the computer, and I'm very appreciative. So I'll be right back. right, I'm back. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to show you all the stuff on the new setup because it don't make no sense to do it on this one. But I want y'all to see a picture of my future son. It's my future son right there. Oh man, I'm crazy. Yeah, that's what my son is gonna look like. Oh man, I want to do so much tonight. I want to hook this computer up. I want to work on music. I got a lot going on. All right, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. Let me get to work. I appreciate y'all. As always, thank y'all for joining me. I didn't want to keep y'all on here too long. I just wanted to pop shit a little bit. DoggieDiamondsNoFilter.com. DoggieDiamondsNoFilter.com. Many people like to ask me, about the promo. For only $100, I promote your content on Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, Threads, and DoggieDiamondsNoFilter.com. Hit me up on Instagram at DoggieDiamonds for your promo. Do not hit anybody else. Please don't hit anybody else about any business pertaining to me. Just hit Doggie Diamonds when it comes to business. Do not hit anybody else. Nobody has any authorization to do any business for me but me. So if you give somebody else your money, if somebody accepts a Cash App for you in my name, you had just got. I'm just telling you now, you have been had because it has nothing to do with me. No, it ain't a lot of people here. I'm not doing a rundown. I want when it's like a lot of people here, we'll do the rundown. We not doing it tonight. The chat been like, cause I've been nice. When I'm crazy, the chat be full. But when I'm nice, people watching other shit because other people probably just got other titles where they gonna be dissing. Damn, my hand look big as hell. I do got a big fist too. I'm telling you. Fuck around if you want. But anyway, we'll do the roll call when y'all start sharing and I see them lights go up too. Because I be shouting people out, showing a lot of love. And, it don't be coming back. Mary Jane on deck. Again, Mary Jane. We out. It's over. You should have been here. But for now.
Tiptoe.